So today's interview is with Joi Wan Queen, 831-1962 from Ipoh, Malaysia. Okay, Joy, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. More than you can ever imagine. So tell us a little bit about your cheers. Oh yeah, and also the lag since different countries, etc. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your years, your life now, anything you want.
Okay, I have a hectic life after being targeted for 36 years. And they make my family hectic life as well. They ruin my business. I'm running a laundry. And then end up nobody come. That time also I didn't know that I was a targeted individual. But my son told me this organization was the one who ruined your business. I even a distributor for good make EQ products that is a chemical. I sold to factories and end up close shop because why? I don't have money to turn over. And then I do the business laundry for about 2 decades. They ruined my business as well. Nobody can see my shop and ended up close shop. And I had to go and work as a promoter. I said I will promote beer, like Carlsberg, all those stuff. And end up now I am a PA in one of the milk industry. So I'm a promoter.
Yeah, very, very cool, man. The career stuff, the business stuff, man, the stories are absolutely strange. And thank you for staying strong and doing what you do. I can only imagine what you go through and what's happening. So are you a targeted individual?
I live in fear and unknown circumstances 24/7. What happened next minute is out of my control. You know, the way they target us. There are sounds coming from neighbors, and then we are being monitored at home. That is our privacy. My privacy are all gone. They make us fight. My family members fight against each other for no reason.
Yeah, so a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people, so when it comes to the targeting, some people may only think, they don't, I'm sure they don't think about it too hard, but when you go home to your online environment, to your internet environment, to your cell phones, to your TVs, anything possible electronically, wild stuff, man.
Our imagination, what they can do is out of our imagination. They can do so many things. It's out of our imagination. We wouldn't know.
The reason it's the main question would be why. It's so weird, but never ask why. Just live your life and keep doing it, because when you ask why, a bunch of rabbit holes will wait, and people try and capitalize off anything and whatever this is, man. So yeah,
I try everyday life. I try to be as normal as possible. I try to be as normal as possible. I care less about them. That's what I'm doing. If not, I am unable to work. My whole family rely on my income. I'm the only one who take care of the family. My husband unable to work. He went to hospital for 3 times. His sugar level is 3. They target him as well. And they keep torturing my son 24/7. V2K non-stop. They even V2K me for 36 years.
Bless you. Thank you. So strange. Would you consider yourself a targeted individual?
Because I'm being gangster wherever I go. Ever since I found out what happened to my son, I began to realize that I am a TI as well. Because I can hear voices for 36 years since 1985.
And I was gonna say, are the voices are they all over the place? Are they only like are they like a really low audible, like a really low voice, or are they clear as day?
To me, it's the voice that I can hear, that sometimes it's a man voice and sometimes it's my own voice, because they can do it, you know. They can make it sound like my voice.
Yeah, the audio and video manipulation is really, really excessive, and it can be strange. Does the voice sound robotic in any way, shape, or form?
Yes, it happened before in year 2000. Yeah, it happened before. They really scared me. They really scared me. In year 2000, it takes me 2 years to recover from that kind of situation.
And,
It was
and
hell. It was hell for me.
I can imagine, man. I'm really, I'm super thankful you're still here. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. So thank you again. On the voices, does it is it what can you hear? Does it talk about certain stuff, or is it like what does it say? Like, what does it revolve around? Does it revolve around your family, your environment, your job, or what does the voices translate?
The voices, they want to make me hate my son and hate my husband.
So it pretty much goes off emotion, and it just your environmental stuff.
And then they make my hypertension go up.
Yeah.
And then I hate.
That sounds very normal in the targeting. But each target has different kinds of stories and different backgrounds. It's wild, but it plays on any emotion possible.
Yeah.
How does it feel when you're being targeted? Like, could you? How does it feel?
I'm very, very angry, and I'm very sad because my son unable to work, my husband unable to work, and they mess up my family. They mess up all my electrical goods. All my electrical goods got sounds coming from them. I even record it. They mess my life. They mess my son's life. He's unable to work since targeted.
So
and
cool.
my husband is working for 3 years already, and I have to take care of all of my family expenses like food, everything. Putting food on the table is not easy. And now it's total lockdown in Malaysia for so many months already, and no one is working.
So cheers to you. That's really, really cool. You're a very strong lady, and I'm glad you still have your business. It's pretty cool. So what type of people target you? Like, what do they look like? Etc. Just regular people, and they look like anyone and anything?
While doing it, my neighbors are involved. My back house neighbor are the handler of my son. They are all the people who are target me. My neighbors. My next door neighbors are all involved. Both sides. I'm surrounded by pups.
Oh man. So wild. If always defend yourself, always protect yourself, always stay positive if you can, no matter what.
They even gang stalked me when I was working. They follow me to the toilet, waiting for me outside the toilet. I took video of them.
Holy moly.
To my working place, wherever I work, they come to my working place.
Yeah, so some people, when it comes to the targeting and stalking, they just do whatever actions, but they don't understand what happens when you're at home, what happens when you're sleeping, all the stuff, and it's absolutely the most cruelest, sickest stuff ever, man. I can't stress it enough. It's so creepy and it's so weird, and it's the strangest. It's wild, and it doesn't. Holy cow, so much to talk about. Thank you for mentioning that. As well, are you familiar with directed energy weapons, directed energy technology, electronic harassment, etc.?
They are torturing us 247, and I suspect these things comes from the satellite or the drones or even the communication tower. All this stuff comes from there. Believe me, they can drug me when I was driving, and it happened to me, and even at home, whenever they torture me, and then I feel like I took substance already high. They can drug me through all this kind of technology, and this one comes from where? I'm sure it's from the satellite. I'm sure it's from.
So the bathroom stuff, the body stuff, the private part stuff, it all correlates with this kind of technology. So I just wanted to add a little bit into there of what it kind of may have to do with, etc. So wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Juan.
radiation. The movement in, yes, and even the hand when I sleep, you know. And then my bed, radiation can move my bed, my mattress. That's what I'm doing, all this stuff to scare me.
Man, so wild, so wild. You'll never be alone though, no matter what. And thank you for doing what you do always.
I'm not alone. There are so many GI out there.
Never.
There are so many Malaysia. I'm not alone.
Never, ever.
I'm gonna fight to the very end. I will not give up. Like what I said in like what I said, you know, in last year video, you know, FFTI, I said in my video, I am one and I'm from Malaysia. My family are targeted individual. My family are victims of cyber torture, and I will not give up. I will fight to the end.
Right. I will always support you till the day I die. And it's so wild because when you look at all the backgrounds of people, so many of them are so innocent. Some backgrounds may be a little wild, some backgrounds may not be a little wild. And then the selective information you take and you can distribute to each other person is absolutely excessive. And the psychological pattern that gets used with information and how it gets used. Ultimately, why is it getting used? Why are you attacking civilians all around the world? Whoever you is, it's
every day I have been
in its own sense.
Issue. Every day I have been giving out flyers to those people who doesn't know about cyber torture. But now when I spoke about cyber torture, all of them know what is happening. When you said about electoral harassment or mind control, people will run away. Never said mind control this word. Never. Never control as a topic to educate people. No one will believe. There are some people in Malaysia who are doing it. They call themselves mind control in Malaysia. They are telling people they are being mind controlled. Who will believe it? When they say cyber torture, everyone knows what is cyber torture. The way we tell people, the way we educate people is very important. You know, I have been giving this for 3 years. I have been telling them, my family are victims of cyber torture, and they look sad because they know what is it. Don't tell me I have to tell people my family are victims of mind control. Who will believe? The way of expression and the sending out the message is so important. We cannot jump into the conclusion that I am a victim of mind control because the torture way there are so many things listed there. Mind control is one of the torture in the torture way. So we cannot use that one as a topic to educate people. I will always tell them, don't use this topic. No one will believe. So I'm telling people about cyber torture, electronic harassment. They know what is it. Easy for me.
I can only imagine what reasons are being used to justify whatever this is, whether the targeted individual stuff is involved, the technology stuff's involved, or targeting in general, because targeting has kind of a connotation and you can attach it with certain stuff, especially if you use it in a malicious way. I can only imagine what justification they are using in order to do this to people. You can literally background search half of the people that are being harassed, and you won't find much bad stuff at all. But people will go off what people say, data, and people. You can even falsify data. You can manipulate audio. You can manipulate video, and people will show it to other people, man. And when you're dealing with something that's seems to be extremely illegal, extremely probably the one of the top issues in the world, easily. You know, you can only imagine what someone would do, what someone would say. It's wild, man, and that's why if a TI is ever going through anything, I would always tell them, no matter what anyone tries to say or do to you, it's self-explanatory. It's a really hypocritical system. If you look at what they're doing to you, they're intruding in every weirdest way possible, and they're still trying to find a justification system for that manipulation. You can be completely correct about everything, and they will still try and manipulate something and still push it on you no matter what, and make themselves feel somewhat like they're I don't know how to explain it, but it's truly the creepiest stuff ever, man. And I will always support a TI, man. It's such a wild topic. 1 second. Okay. And yeah, wow. Thank you, Juan.
Yesterday, I put a cardboard outside. You know, I put a cardboard. Do you see my video? I put a cardboard outside my gate.
No, I will check it out 100%. No doubt about it. And you know what's funny too? Videos are always cool. Always document what you can 100%. But just the things that happen in videos and how you can manipulate videos so easily and so fast, super quick. It's wild, but always document what you can, because sometimes it doesn't happen like that. There's just so much different probabilities and different variables. Okay, the next question. Who do you believe is responsible for targeting innocent civilians all over the world?
Who? The elite. Illuminati.
Cheers. I've heard so much from so many different types of groups, factions, sectors, etc., organizations. It's truly the weirdest stuff ever. And I travel around a lot, and I talk to a lot of people as well. And so many people are very familiar with what this is. People who shoot up drugs, people who smoke pipes, all types of stuff, man. It is the weirdest stuff ever. And
I'm a smoker for decades, you know, but I don't smoke all those other things. I only smoke cigarette. That's all.
Do what you please, etc. None of it really necessarily matters, but some people will try and hold drug use, all different types of stuff. It's so strange. Ultimately, yeah, to say who it is it's a diverse topic. So holy moly.
It's an organization, you know, the illegal organization that put us into this system, this program. It's to be tortured, you know. This is killing us, you know. This is not an experiment anymore. It's a crime.
I can only imagine doing it vice versa, doing it right back to them, and see how whoever is responsible for whatever this is, how they would feel, how they would react. Holy moly, man, it's so weird, so weird. I would never wish whatever this is upon anyone.
One thing that kind of, how would they feel? If they can do this stuff, you know, this is a crime they are doing.
Some of them enjoy it. It's really weird.
Enjoy torturing people. That's what they are. They are crazy. They are lunatic, you know.
Yeah, and some of them say it's some people try and say there's certain methods you can use for psychological operations and anything that has to do with psychological or the brain. But when you really check it out and really lay it out on a do it yourself and check it out for yourself, it is extremely inhumane. And when you understand the capabilities of what it can do, the attachments it has to the youth, the attachments it has to families, the attachment it has to each one of our countries, it is something really strange is going on. And it's also when you take in consideration of federal people going to other countries, and there's federal agents and federal officers that are dying, there's police officers that are dying, etc. In a different department. But when you consider whatever this technology is, and it's happening on a global aspect, it goes to show you that there's a psychological front that it tries to make it seem like everyone's one team and it's one people and we're responsible for all this. They're with us. That person's here and there. We know, etc. Everything that's going on. We are one lovely torturing team or whatever it is.
This agent stay near my house. Come and rent near my house. This agent.
It's strange though, because we have federal people who are dying in other countries and stuff, and when you understand what this technology can do, their deaths are completely not it's so sick, man. It's so gross. Next question.
They ruin the life. What they want is to ruin the targeted individual life.
It makes no sense either.
Yes.
It's insane. It's so weird.
They want them to be jobless, with no one to trust. They want them to end up on the street being beggar, homeless. That's what this technology is.
It's really strange. Most people don't understand that there's a lot of digital and cyber and computer attachments to it. Say, for instance, with the gang stalking, there's heavy computer, there's heavy digital cyber aspects that are attached to it. And most people don't understand when they are being told certain orders or certain actions, what's really going on. And then it's basically just manipulation and choosing and promoting certain avenues to make it seem like as if there's some form of some conclusion, but it's so weird. It's too strange. I'll rant on for a while. If so next, go ahead.
These things are out of the way. If only we know how to handle it. You know, we don't have to. We don't believe in V2K. They're trying to divert us. We don't trust V2K. That's what I'm telling my son. Don't respond to V2K. And the police in here are using V2K to stop crime.
Well, here's the thing too, as well. It's absolutely because there's so much political propaganda. There's so much propaganda in so many ways, and it's like when people are pushing when you have people who are criminals working for this, when you have drug addicts working for whatever this is, when you have people who hate cops, like they bona fidely hate them, they want to kill them, when you have people who it's just sick, man, and it's such a cesspool of such nasty stuff, and just the complicity is so I can't oh man, I don't know. Holy cow, I don't want to go there. So the next question, if you could tell these people anything you wanted to, positive or negative, what would you tell them?
This is a war crime. Stop doing it. You're killing humanity. To end humanity, that means you're ending your generation. Your generation will all be wiped out under this program. You are targeted as well. The whole world are being targeted, not only you. You are not the only one. I'm not the only targeted in the world. Everyone are being targeted. Even those people who put us in this program, they are targeted as well. They are the first one to be targeted before they targeted us. They have to bear in mind their generation are over. Stop this war.
Thank you, Juan, so much. Most people don't understand the aspects. Truly, people try and take advantage of psychological too often, 24/7.
They don't realize that their generation will be targeted as well. Even the unborn child. They won't let them.
Thank you so much, Juan. Amazing. Also as well, are you religious in any way at all?
I'm a Buddhist. And I didn't really go to the church or whatever, but many people call me to go to church. But I believe in all God. I believe that we have somebody to look after us. I'm sure we will win this game. God is almighty, we will win this game. Satan will always be the loser, God is great.
Very, very true. I was gonna say it's wild to see people who claim their religion and do really, really mean weird stuff, and it just goes to show.
I believe in God. Even though I'm a Buddhist, I believe in.
Yeah,
I read the book before. They already stated about this program in the Bible. It's just that time I'm still young. But when I think back of what happened, what is written in the Bible, this written about this crime, this war crime are in the Bible. Go and see back the Bible. What is written there is true.
It's wild to see people who are into their religion and they do the weird stuff, and it's really, really strange how it's like what they're preaching or what their faith lies in. It's completely contradictory and really hypocritical to everything they stand and do for. And some people don't tell themselves anything or any reason to be able to tell themselves whatever they want to tell themselves for their justification for whatever with their life.
To money. They think they have the power when they have the money. Actually, we leave this world empty-handed. You know, they get money, they get paid to harass my family. But do they know money is not eternity? Life is precious. To stop this crazy thing going on throughout the world is a must. They're destroying the generation by participating in all this stuff. This is war crime. They should
That's
stop it.
very true. Most people don't see what's actually going on. They have an idea, and some people believe they know a lot, and they'll just run with it. And it's just so weird because the brain stuff and the whatever this is.
Rika getting being paid and harass the neighbor. You know there's no meaning at all. You know, money is not everything. You know, eventually we have to go back from where we belong. Do good and be good. That is the very true thing to do in this world. God is watching us from every aspect. Whatever we do every day, we are being watched by the God. You know,
Creation. Whatever creation is, and whatever anyone tries to say about anything, creation created us, and the fact that we're able to do this digitally, the way we look, how you look, how we communicate, language in general, it's amazing and it's beautiful, and I'll never take it for granted in my life. I also wanted to add on to the religion. You run into people who they have their own, they create their own definitions and their own terms of whatever certain stuff is, and it gets so weird and so wild. And when you have people who are doing that kind of like just they're so into their own personal, and they believe whatever they believe is correct and right on their terms and their definitions of their interpretations. Let them be. Peace, love, and light to them, and hope for the best. Ultimately,
important that we educate the people around us about this crime. It's very important. Let them know, you know.
100%.
Even if they are the one who harass me, I will talk to them nicely. This is a war crime going on by using
They'll still say something bad to you.
Educate them, make them realize what they are doing are wrong. Don't get into a fight with them. Just let them know, okay, what is happening to my family. I want to educate all the people who I ever met. Everyday life, I went out. When I see people, I will show them the flyers. What is happening? They're using weapons to torture us. You know, they want to end humanity. Do you want your generation to be wiped off? So what's the point of bringing your generation into this world without doing anything? You know, life is a test. It's a test from God. Life is a test from God. We must do good and be good. That is the first thing we must do. We must respect people in order people to respect us. True or not? Please.
Very true. 100%. 100% true. Infinity, man. It's the world's beautiful, and let us do whatever we do every day. So I'm very thankful for it. Man, so much to talk about. Ultimately, the youth. I really want to give emphasis on the youth, because when you understand what this can do, and you really thoroughly study it, and you understand how whatever this is not positive in any way, shape, or form. There's no negative, positive. There's no positive about it at all. It's not beneficial to Earth. It's not beneficial to humanity. Whatever this is really being used improperly. I just wanted to give the youth some acknowledgement. For another day, though, that about wraps up the entire interview. Juan, is there anything you want to add to let anyone else know that we did not cover on this topic? I will make sure I add the photos, the pictures, and anything you send me, any links you send me, 100%.
I will send you all the photos that I have, including my son, the bruises, everything, what they have done to my son. It's inhumane. And I hope that all the TI in the world go on with your life, do what you want. Don't get distracted by this kind of people, this kind of technology. We have to go on living as usual, you know. Don't let them ruin our life. We have to fight back. We have to stand up and fight. That's all, you know. We don't let them win. It's Almighty. Well, God is above all humanity. You know, we have to fight to the very end. Don't give up on life. Life is very precious. No one have the right to take our life away except God. You know, fight to the very end.
Fight to the very end. Right
Yes.
on. Yeah. No doubt about it. I love you, Juan.
I love
Thank you so
too.
much.
Thank you. Love from yes, and all the TI. I love you all. Keep
I love
fighting.
you all, TIs, as well. Always stay positive, chase your goals, and don't listen to anything negative. It's not there to benefit you. If you feel negative intruding, just move forward and chase your goals. Keep doing what you're doing no matter how you feel. And if you need help in any way, shape, or form, please reach out, and don't be afraid to reach out. Reach out to the right people. Some people can try and use you, etc., just for no reason, but just reach out to them, because what you tell them doesn't necessarily matter. As long as you're positive and you're helping people and you're not hurting anyone, reach out to them. But don't waste your time and energy on those bad people, dude. I love you guys. I love you, Juan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you so much for making this interview possible. Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you so much. I love you, dude.
Love you too.